What is going on, traders, and welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, welcome. Glad to have you. Now in this video, we're going to be going over the watch list for the trading week of December 27th, 2021. It's the last trading week of the year, so let's get to it. Okay, as opposed to doing individual tickers for this first few, we're going to talk about sectors, and we're going to start off with semiconductors. Now, the semiconductor tickers, the main ones that I watch, Nvidia, AMD, and even Intel had good weeks last week. This is the weekly chart on Nvidia, and you can see this strong green candle here. So I'm looking for this one to go ahead and continue on this move up in the next couple of weeks or so. So let's take a look at AMD. Same big green candle, and even Intel, even though it didn't move much, nice green candle. Okay. All right, the next group of stocks that I'm going to be watching is going to be the crypto miners. That's going to include Mara, ticker symbol MARA, RIOT, ticker symbol RIOT, and Microstrategy, ticker symbol MSTR. Now here I have Microstrategy pulled up on the weekly chart, and you can see that it consolidates in this range, and it has been for quite a while. Right now it's still sitting in this zone, but just keep in mind that this stock has an average true range, or the range that it moves in a day, price wise, is around $40 a day. So even though this chart doesn't look very busy, if you get in this stock, it can move $40 in a day. Now, there's a lot of people talking about crypto doing a run starting at the beginning of January. So you keep your eye on all of the crypto miners, including this one. If this one pops above $650, it could be running all the way up to around $900 in the coming weeks to months. Okay, so keep all of the crypto miners in your watch list. All right, the first individual ticker that I'm going to be watching this week is going to be CrowdStrike, ticker symbol CRWD. Now, we talked about this one last week, and I told you that even though it was consolidating in this big range here over the last few weeks, it's been consolidating in this area. And I told you that I didn't see it without any awesome news popping above $213. And it stayed in this range, but you can see over the last 3 weeks, it's been pushing up nicely. With the beginning of the new year and companies trying to focus more on their cybersecurity posture, I'm looking for CrowdStrike to go ahead and continue pushing upward. So hopefully this week CrowdStrike will break over $215, and if it does, I'll be watching for it to go up to almost $230. Okay. All right, sticking with the IT sector, we're going to be looking at Splunk, ticker symbol SPLK. Now, this is Splunk on the weekly chart, and you can see that it was consolidating in this area for a while before it took off last time. And it had a nice candle the week before last, and last week it had a nice strong green candle. Going along the lines of CrowdStrike, I'm looking for companies in the new year to find ways to strengthen their securities position, and that will include watching the logs, which Splunk does nicely. Okay, so in the next year, I'm looking for Splunk to go ahead and push above $120 up to maybe $130 in the next couple of weeks or so. Okay. All right, next up is Docusign, ticker symbol DOCU. Now, everybody remembers this huge sell-off that it had after its bad earnings about a month ago. But look at the last 3 weeks, 3 green candles in a row. This is the weekly chart. So this is 3 weeks of upward momentum. You can see even here at the bottom of this wick right here, the buyers came in and kept this above last week's close. The only thing that you may want to pay attention to is the volume decreasing over the last 3 weeks, but also keep in mind that could be due to the holidays and less people trading. So what I'll be looking for is Docusign to regain some of this momentum, some of this volume, and push above 163.75 or so. If it passes this nicely with a lot of volume, maybe the next resistance for this one will be around $200. So just keep this one on your watch list and just watch it, just see what happens. Pay attention to how much volume it gets. Okay. All right, last up is CarMax, ticker symbol KMX. Now, CarMax has been as high as almost $156, but since it hit its all-time high here, it's sold off quite a bit. In particular, the last 2 weeks, some really big red candles, okay? It sold off quite a bit. Now, if CarMax cannot hold around $124.50 at open tomorrow, I'm looking forward to go ahead and continue selling off down to this consolidation zone from May of this year. All right, and that'll push it down to around $119, down to maybe even $112 before a potential bounce. Okay, so keep this one on your watch list. And that is the end of the video. Stay tuned next week where I'm going to be going over some stocks that you may want to consider adding to your portfolio for recovery plays for 2022, okay? And since this is last week of 2021, here's wishing you all a happy new year and happy and prosperous new year in 2022, all right? Until next year, talk to you later.